Yvonne Chardello, Metaphysical Clairvoyant Counselor. My show as I see it. Tonight's guest, Tony Shearer, author of Lord of the Dawn. And we're speaking about a very special date that is known worldwide, August 16th, 1987, the end of the fifth sun, and what that means to you and I. We need to take a break. It's 11:21, and it's 27 degrees at the Tabor Center. Don't touch the dial. We'll come right back.
This is a menu alert. Hello?
And we're back. It's 11:23. Before I ask Tony a very specific question, I'd like to go back to the telephones and speak with Marie. Hello, Marie. Welcome to KNUS.
Good evening, Marie, and good evening to your guest. I wanted to ask him, I read a long time ago that the ancient Indians said that a visitor who is apparently a Messiah appeared to them and talked to them and was well received, and that the visitor was Jesus Christ. Did you ever hear of that? But I don't know if it's called a legend or a true story or what. Did you ever hear of that?
Oh yes, that is a, you bet your life. Yes, and I think there is much to say about that. I'm glad that you called us, Marie, because that story of, was it Christ that came to Indians? Lord, there's never enough time to cover all of the things that goes into this study. There's so much to it.
And I'd like to remind the folks again that you will be giving a lecture October 14th.
Right.
At 7:30, but they can give you a call at 777-1157 for information concerning the lecture.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. That's very interesting. I should go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marie. Bye-bye. Let's go right back and speak with Michael. Hello, Michael. Welcome to KNUS.
Hello. I heard you mention the number 13.
Yes.
What is there to that? The reason I'm wondering, the 13th of 13.
Right. The 13 is of course it's a power number. But I think where the 13 comes from in what I am speaking of here is that, follow me on this and I'll show you a concept all the way through that involves the 13 and why it is so important. In the tradition, someone would say there are 4 directions. This would say, what I will say to you is that is very mistaken. That is not the teachings of Quetzalcoatl. It goes like this. There are 7 directions. They go like this: north, south, east, west. That's 4. That divides the cosmos into fourths. Now then, up is a direction, Sky Father. Down is a direction, Earth Mother. Then where is the 7th direction? You or me, or anyone, standing at a point of balance. Excuse me. We are the 7th direction. Now then, 7 holes in the human skull, 4 limbs, 2 legs, 2 arms, corresponding to the 4 quarters of creation. 4 times 7, 28. The moon lives 28 days. 28 days separate the sacred cycle of the human female. With the Lakota people, we usually put 28 feathers in the wapaha, the sacred bonnet. There are 28 posts in the Sundance Lodge. All right, the moon lives 28 days. 13 times 28 is 364, 1 1/4 day short of a solar year. The people of Stonehenge knew that. So did the Indian people here. So the number 13 became very, very important to people in this land who were particularly interested in measuring time. The obsession of the Central American and Mexican people with time was that they literally believed that someday the sun will die. It will die in the sky. in a way, that fear locked on with the Tenoch, the people of Tenochtitlan, and they produced the beautiful, beautiful so-called Aztec calendar, celebrating these past worlds. We are in the 5th one, and as we approach August 16, 1987, we notice that that the chaos increases all around us, especially during the last 13 moons.
Which would be the last month?
It would be the last 13 months.
Oh.
If you look in the sky tonight, you see the moon. Count the moons between now and August 16th, and you'll see what I mean. And notice the moon's position during the month of August next year. Also, there are some other things about this. There is a thing about the return, and it takes place in this form. In the old days, at the end of a 52-year cycle, all of the fires were extinguished in the valleys. They were all put out. The people gathered in the darkness at the foot of a certain pyramid, waiting, watching the sky, watching a certain collection of stars. If those stars passed the zenith, the world would continue. It always did, and the world always continued. This year, instead of putting out all of the fire, what we would do is about, I would suggest, May 4th, a person takes 5 kernels of corn to a very special place that you like, and you plant them. You plant them with care, and you send with them a prayer for the harvest of tomorrow, the harvest of a new sun. And each day you think of those 5 seeds that you planted. Maybe you can't ever go back to where they were planted. Hold it in your heart and think about it. And each day set the prayer in motion for a new world, a world that doesn't have to tolerate all of the nonsense that we tolerate inside of the ignorant one we have created for ourselves.
So